Okay, so it is 6 p.m. Got out of surgery around 11:30 a.m. So
Was it 11:30?
ish.
Okay.
The surgery started at 10:30 and lasted like 45 minutes. So
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. So you got it. The E is in your mouth now.
All right, let's show the crowd.
Let's show it off.
Show the fans.
First of all, smile. If you remember the first video, this gap was not in existence. So now we got a real cool
Diastema, that's what they call it.
Ooh, fancy. Diastema.
So Dr. Lee ensured to create diastema himself by widening a little during the time of the procedure. And
the piece de résistance.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So we have questions about the tilted orientation of this because it's like a little bit to the side, as you can see. But we assume that there are reasons for this.
Yeah. So I'll ask him on Monday during my follow-up why is it a little... He's been doing this, I'm sure he has a reason, but I also have a lisp, so that's really lovely.
Really.
Hopefully that my tongue adapts to this new bar in my mouth.
N's and G's and stuff are hard.
I will not say the word singing fast.
Or beginning, probably.
Beginning.
Yeah.
Beginning.
Yeah, anything that has like an
ing sound.
ing.
So that's difficult.
Yeah.
But I don't have much use for those words anyway, so.
Oh, you're bleeding.
Am I?
Yeah.
From which part?
Tooth, like your side tooth, your left.
Oh, interesting. It's a really juicy video.
I'm seeing the realness, everyone.
Maybe I'll go take care of that and come back.
Okay.
BRB. He never works for me.
You gotta wave your hand
The
over.
keypad.
Gotta. Come here. BRB, Blood Patrol.
Okay, so figure out where that was coming from.
Where did that come from?
So Dr. Lee, it's part of the ease procedure. He makes, he goes in with an endoscope. He makes light, not incisions, but scoring patterns on certain suture lines. One of those is the midline palatine suture, but that suture extends above the teeth here as well. So I just felt with my tongue above the two front teeth, and there's like a wound there.
Oh.
Because he was scoring that area to release the suture. So that's where that's coming from. I was wondering, I was like, why is there bleeding?
Yeah, okay.
Because I assumed the bleeding would only come from the incision points for the distractor, but there's also some light bleeding from the scoring that he did.
I see. Okay.
So I need to limit my smiling because when I go like this, the gum.
Oh no.
So, no smiling for me today.
Oh no, that's so sad.
No jokes, Pear.
No jokes. Okay, no jokes. Okay, so we got that. Walk us through what the procedure was like from start to finish, coming into the office, all of that.
It was really pretty chill. We went in together and they had me sign out a little form that says they gave me instructions on pre-op and fasting and what to eat afterwards, and anesthesiologist came in, Dr. Bowman, and just asked some general medical questions, described how it might feel when I start going under, although it's weird. I didn't really go under. I felt like I was conscious, but in a very like weird, dreamy, in between sleep and awake state. I heard music the whole time.
You said they were playing rock music.
They were playing rock.
Yeah.
I heard like scattered chatter, but it was so. I was in such a hazy state of consciousness that I couldn't make any words. Just like I knew they were words, but I couldn't even make
it's
out.
like Charlie Brown teacher, like wah, wah, wah.
Just like sounds. And so I went into the OR operating room, got hooked up to the IV. That's where it used to be. And sensors and a small oxygen nose respirator. And he said, okay, you might still feeling drowsy. He injected, I could feel the cold liquid go in. Within minutes, I felt like I didn't know what was happening. It was strange.
Disorienting.
I thought they were still prepping and like it was still coming into effect or something, the sedation. And then before I knew it, they were like, we're done.
So did you feel at all like what was going on in your mouth? Or like were
Nothing.
you aware?
Not at all. It was so strange. I was not unconscious. Like I was hearing and maybe seeing if I opened my eyes. I may have closed my eyes at some point, but I'm not aware of that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it felt like I had my eyes kind of open and at least checking in. But I had no idea when they put the distractor in. I didn't feel any of that. Did not have any awareness of that being placed at all. I didn't even really feel them doing anything in my mouth. So it's kind of wild.
That's pretty wild.
I may have slipped into a little bit of a dream state.
They said that would happen. So. Interesting. So after you came to and were in the recovery room, how did you feel?
I mean, we have a video for that.
This is a fucking trip, man.
I felt drugged and high and it's kind of fun actually.
There's music. They're playing music.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're playing music.
What kind of music?
Rock.
What are you gonna do after this?
Ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
I hope I can speak normally after this, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe you'll talk like this forever.
Wait, what? No. Come on, man.
Come on,
Not
man.
nice.
Come on, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to tease you.
She's brutal, man.
Do you feel how massive do you think your zygomas are? Right
Maybe a
now?
handsome Squidward.
Yeah, handsome
Everywhere.
Squidward.
Yeah.
It's gonna be huge. No real pain though.
No real pain, but the pain did build up when we got back to the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Maybe like an hour later. But I took some Advil and one Tylenol, and I feel pretty good now. I would say the pain level was like a 3 out of 10 right in the OR. And then I was the sedation messes you up, the orientation wise. You don't know what's up, down. You have to step carefully. Have to have a driver. Do not get in the car with that. Got home, and then the pain shot up to like a 9 or 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's just your brain, your body's realizing, oh, there's a metal object screwed into my bone.
I feel the bar, dude.
Feel the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does it feel like?
Just a bar.
Just a bar?
Yeah. Like,
Can we see it?
I don't know, can you?
Here. Just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah, it looks massive.
Oh, yeah?
I can see how that would feel obstructive.
Yeah, I can't swallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if I can get like Wi-Fi through my ears? Just like connect.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, like
Just tune in
yeah.
with your ears.
I don't know when they put this thing in. I don't get it. The fuck?
It just happened. It was like.
I just wake up with a fucking thing right there. Oh my god.
And sending the appropriate pain signals for that.
Yes.
As it should. It's a good system.
Yeah. Good job.
But then I took 3 Advil, had some Gatorade, some ice cream.
Some dulce de leche. Thank you, Haagen-Dazs.
That's right. And then took a nap for maybe until now, really. And now the pain is really to a manageable level. Maybe 3 out of 10.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're like 7 hours out. And you're feeling pretty good.
Yep. So,
Nice.
what else can I say about it? I feel like maybe, and this could be placebo, but I feel like I'm slightly breathing better, maybe 10% or so.
Mm-hmm.
It's still, you know, there's a very small expansion, but it feels like, whereas normally I can only really breathe out of one nostril and the other is clogged. Both have airflow, but they're both limited.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Nice.
The whole thing takes, 36 months. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
the lisp is going to be fun.
Yeah. It's all new. Your smile already looks so different.
Does it really?
I mean, from the gap, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
It's crazy.
yeah. So, what do you anticipate, like, tomorrow being like, in terms of, like, do you feel like you're already improving in terms of, like, pain and swelling? I mean, you're starting to swell a little bit, like, that just kind of started, right?
Yeah, I don't feel it, but based on what you're saying, it seems like
Mm-hmm.
they did say that swelling would begin 2 to 3 days after the operation.
Interesting.
So for that, we just need little ice bags and put it on my cheeks, get all cold. And that should go away within 3 days after that.
Yeah.
So
And you have an appointment. Today's Friday. You have a follow-up on Monday, right?
Monday,
It's pretty
8 a.m.
standard. Like, you're saying, like, a couple times a week for the next...
Yeah, so for the first 2 weeks, Dr. Lee would like to see his patients a couple times a week after placement of the distractor. I think Monday will be making sure everything looks good and healing correctly. And then we may get into starting to expand with the key. Key.
The K.
The K.
The K is hard now.
Yeah. Well, if I say it like K, it's easier
Yeah,
than
but
key.
when it's key. Aw.
I also feel like crumbly bits in that area right there.
Crumbly bits. That's okay. What do you mean by that?
It's like
dried blood or something.
Maybe like it feels like salt was there.
Whoa.
So.
Interesting.
You're getting the most honest report.
Yeah, no, we're keeping it real.
We're keeping it real.
Yeah.
Nothing's painful, and I'm not really concerned about it. It just feels weird.
Yeah.
Also, since he made small cuts here, when I open my jaw, I feel it. It's sore.
You're also saying that it kind of sore when you swallow?
So right after surgery, swallowing, first of all, I couldn't do it because I was numb.
Yeah.
And so that mechanism wasn't available to me. And then as soon as I could swallow, like half an hour or an hour, it was painful right here, like when you have a sore throat, but not as bad. It was just like a dull pain. That's gotten better in the last couple hours. It's still a little there, like present, but yeah. So that's something else too. But the incision sites for the bar, the distractor, are not painful right now. I mean, I know something's there, but I don't.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not painful.
Actively, like, excruciating. Yeah, that's good. And I mean, he said that you can take Advil like every 6 hours, and we're coming up on that point. And you said you feel like you can just hold out.
Yeah. So I think he also prescribed 1 or 2 days worth of Vicodin. So he said if you want to do that for night, help you sleep, you do that. So I think instead of doing the next round of Advil, I'll just take 1 Vicodin near bedtime and just knock out. It's already 6:30 or something.
Yeah. Is there anything that's like surprising that you didn't expect given all your research and stuff?
It's not something I kind of expected, but still I'm like delighted by, I guess, is that this is so much different than what I imagined the MSC would have been like. I read a ton of anecdotes about it, and one of the main issues or points of anxiety is you go home without any kind of split.
Yeah.
So the patient then has to put a key in and turn and hope for a suture split. And from what I've seen and heard that can be a little nerve-inducing or like worrisome.
Yeah,
it
because
doesn't
you don't
split.
know. It's like, oh, is it even gonna do it?
Is it going to do it? Are the screws like tilting instead of, opening the suture? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And the fact that that's already done is a
it's such a
great
relief.
relief to my mind. So I'm relieved that the hardest, like, unknown part is done. It's already opened up. So now expanding is just going to be like butter. Like, there's no resistance anymore.
Nice.
So that's nice. Yeah, I mean, apart from that, it's pretty on par for what I was expecting in terms of pain and recovery so far.
Yeah.
The unexpected part also was the sedation. I've never had surgery before, so
My first surgery.
Yay! Yeah.
experiencing a altered state of consciousness was fun and unexpected.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah. Well, you were fun while you were on it too.
Okay, I still have a tongue. That's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
I was worried about that too.
Me too. I don't know what's going to happen with the tongue, you know.
Other than that, I think just order some Indian food. Some chicken tikka masala.
Except
Just-
without the chicken bits.
Just the sauce and rice, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. And how long do you have to eat just soft foods?
They said just 1 or 2 days. So,
So you can go back to eating, like, steak?
no. No. I can go back to like normal like noodles and like soft pasta maybe and bread, like not even bread, but stuff like that. Maybe some bread, but not super chewy bread.
So when would you say you could eat steak?
Probably like a couple weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a guess. I don't know. It could be sooner, but I'll check with him on Monday.
Yeah.
See what he says
It's probably pretty...
based on how
individual.
everything's. Yeah.
Yeah.
And another note, I was just telling Melinda. She asked if the teeth hurt at all. The teeth do not hurt at all, which makes sense considering that this is an entirely bone-borne skeletal expansion. The skull, the maxilla. I wish I had my skull with me.
Oh, man.
My little plastic model.
What's his name?
Max.
Max, yeah. Of course.
We'll edit that in maybe
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
But
Max will be featured one day.
he'll be featured. The 2 halves of my maxilla have just moved, and all the bone are sitting, socketed inside the bone. They're not touched at all.
Yeah,
So this does not touch the teeth.
right.
So the teeth are fine. If I do, there's no pain or sensitivity there, which is really cool. That's how you know this is very different than other expanders
Yeah.
types.
Things that push on the teeth
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
And you were there for when I had the ALF,
Yeah, it was...
so you saw.
had some pretty
Just,
epic
teeth were just pointed
flare.
out.
We had some tooth flare going on.
It was, in my experience, it's not the right approach for a adult male whose bones are already sort of fused, or sutures are fused. It just pushed on teeth.
Unless you want like really long, sleek teeth.
If those are your goals, then the ALF is for you.
Yeah. Nice. Well, seems like you're getting along well and
Also in beautiful Palo Alto
yes,
for the couple
there's a
weeks.
lovely
I'm
gate.
sure.
We're on the side of this Airbnb. It's like 2 little rooms, but it's doing the job. And we're gonna get you some Indian food.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh yeah. It's on its
Delivering
way.
has on the way.
Postmates is our new BFF. We Postmated Gatorade today and Tylenol and Advil and Dulce de Leche ice cream. What more could you want? The wonders of modern technology.
It is a vacation. Expansion vacation.
Expansion vacation.
Expansive vacation.
Exactly. Yes.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll
Okay.
see you in the next one.
See you guys in the next one.